Welcome back to Goal Getters, a video series that looks at what it means to be a goal getter. You push forward in the face of risk, you go all in, you speak up, lean in, and take your seat at the table, because being a goal getter means you believe in seeing what you can do. Today, I'm joined by Sarah Baldeo, futurist and passionate leader focused on unlocking human potential, with a dynamic background spanning founding consulting firms, assisting with IPOs, holding senior leadership roles. She inspires and empowers others to maintain momentum towards their goals. Sarah, welcome to Goal Getters.
Thank you, Steve. What a auspicious welcome. Thank you.
Well, we're excited to talk. I'm looking forward to getting to know you a little bit more. Would you do me the pleasure and favor of introducing yourself, giving me a little bit more background about you and some of your career accomplishments?
Happy to do so. Uh, my career started almost 2 decades ago. And interestingly enough, I started out as a neuroscientist. So I wrote my thesis in the very exciting work of cerebral cortex functionality as measured in functional magnetic resonance imaging machines. So that's a mouthful. Basically, it's the science of how do people make decisions? How do they behave? What happens in your brain? What neurotransmitters are firing? And really the engineering of why we do the things they do. So it's really the science side as opposed to the more emotive psychological basis of why we do what we do. And so I made an interesting pivot early on in my career. I left the world of medical sciences and dissecting brains, and I moved over to being a technologist and actually became an application architect. So my very first role, I was an application architect for a company that worked with one of the big five banks in Canada and designed a risk model algorithm. So since then, as you said, I've had all kinds of very nice, interesting titles. I've been at big four consulting firms, worked for some amazing technology firms. At one point, I was a chief privacy and compliance officer. So really have played on the side of why we do what we do. How do you design technology in the best way to align with human learning? And then how do you make sure that it's compliant with the legislation that has been issued by government agencies? So been on a lot of different sides.
Yeah, that's a fascinating array across